In this presentation, we will be discussing the rational choice perspective and the factors that make up this perspective. We will also discuss criminal opportunity and the ways it is displayed in society and how it is involved in making rational choice decisions when dealing with crime. Lastly, we will go on to discuss how opportunity comes into play around the world, but mainly in Asia and the Pacific. Rational choice perspective. Ones involved in this perspective are normally people who commit a crime for both personal and situational gain. The personal gains include need for material gain, thrills, revenge, and his or her crime skill. The situational factors, on the other hand, include the vulnerability of the target, where the crime may take place, and the chance of apprehension. If apprehended, what the severity of the punishments may be, and if they are worth the risk of getting caught. Any person who is going to forego an act of crime will normally take a majority of these factors into consideration. Rational choice theory also claims that crime is the product of criminal opportunity. Opportunity is a huge part of a criminal's behavior, whether it be a routine job or a random act of crime. Opportunity to commit the crime is where it all begins. Criminal opportunity can be anything from an unlocked car door to an unlocked house. If it is an easily attainable reward, a criminal will take the chance to receive it. Opportunity could also come into play when certain authority figures are absent. In the absence of a policeman or security guard, a criminal is much more willing to commit a crime without fear of being caught. Knowing that there is a larger window of time to escape before the law arrives is yet another criminal opportunity. To deal with criminal opportunity and to help reduce crime, 4 main strategies are put into play: situational crime prevention, general deterrence, situational deterrence, and incapacitation. Situational crime prevention includes 4 different steps to deterring crime. Step 1 is to increase perceived effort through techniques such as target hardening, access control, deflecting of defenders, and controlling of facilitators. With the control on access to certain things, such as a gun, we can help cripple the process of becoming a criminal. Step 2 is to have entry or exit screenings, formal surveillance by security guards, and informal surveillance by employees. Even surveillance such as streetlights at night can keep crime from happening. Step 3 is to reduce the anticipation of rewards by removing targets, reducing temptation, and denying benefits. The final step is to induce guilt or shame. This is done by setting rules and strengthening moral condemnation. For example, setting an age limit on drinking alcohol and making people feel as if it is bad to drink by showing the punishments of being an alcoholic. The next step on preventing criminal opportunity is general deterrence. General deterrence is the basic fear of punishment for a crime. If a criminal is afraid of the punishment, then they are less likely to commit a crime. Moreover, is specific deterrence, which deals with repeat offenders to take their own life experiences and scare them into not committing that crime again. When dealing with deterrence, there are 3 factors that help explain: certainty, severity, and celerity. Certainty involves the fact that the criminal will indeed get caught and be punished for the crime. Severity is how intense the punishment may be. For more serious crimes, the severity of the punishment gets worse to help prevent the crime from happening in the first place. Celerity is the swiftness of the punishment. If a criminal knows that they will not be punished right away, they are more likely to commit the crime. Last but not least when dealing with criminal opportunity is incapacitation. Incapacitation attempts to reduce crime by denying the criminal a chance to ever commit it. When a criminal is put in prison and kept there for a long amount of time, they are ultimately denied a life of crime outside in the world. Although they still may develop a criminal record while in prison, it helps innocent people in the world from being involved in a crime. Around the Pacific and Asia, there are many different factors that are involved when talking about opportunity. Drastic events, war, and natural disasters are only a few major occurrences that happen over time that lend chance to opportunity. Mainly due to the fact that the whole government is threatened, property is lost, and the door is open for external influences to arise from other parts of the world. Main factors that create opportunity are political instability, economic poverty, cultural conflict, racial tension, and social chaos. Across Asia and the Pacific, modernization in general, political reform and economic development in particular, have pushed many countries and their respective population into a race for wealth. Governments across Asia and the Pacific take opportunities from social instability and contrast between political systems. For example, when citizens of a country know that the economy is unstable, they take that as an opportunity to take advantage of certain aspects of that situation to benefit themselves, regardless of whether it is morally correct. This occurs in foreign countries when one travels to a different country to buy mass amount of goods for much cheaper prices, ultimately taking advantage of the system and further crippling their own economic system back home. Even when traveling to a foreign country for a short amount of time, people tend to take advantage of what they can while they are there. For example, accumulating credit for a refuge application in foreign countries. Another area for opportunity is international trade. The rules in other countries may contradict ours, but that opens up a world of legal and illegal opportunities when it comes to making business deals. For example, if a foreign party in another country decides they want their product to have a tax, and it is legal in their country to do so, then it shall be taxed. The same goes for the opposite. They could sell it tax and tariff free in some cases, and this is a great advantage of international dealings. But it could take a hard hit on the economy of one's own country. Cheap labor from other countries is also an opportunity that is taken by many companies here in the United States. The need for cheap labor increases revenue for the company, but ultimately can hurt the job economy in the United States. As said by Victor Shaw in Chapter 5, cheap labor is not an offer made by, but rather a condition imposed upon poor or developing nations by multinational corporations in developed countries. Another quote from Chapter 5 by Shaw was, "As in the case of social disorganization, deviance and crimes of opportunity are caused by overall change in social dynamics." Overall criminal opportunity can be taken on a small scale in society and developed throughout the country, or it can be taken much larger and involve countries all around the world. In the past, present, and on to the future, criminal opportunity and the choice to make a rational decision choice to commit a crime will still be relevant. Everyone has the opportunity to commit a crime, and everyone has the opportunity to make a rational decision of whether you want to commit that crime or not. It's just the people who decide to seize that opportunity that become involved in criminal opportunity.